Alright, my Yacon here. Down to -3 last night. Looks like they got it. So later on today I'll be taking them out of their pots and seeing what's in them. Alright, here it is. Looks kind of frosted up. Big time. Well, these have been going since May. Now it's middle of October. So we'll see what's inside. Lots of root mass there. There's a root right at the bottom here too, a tuber. Oh, this is cold. It was -3 last night. Oops. Oh yeah, that's not bad. I wasn't expecting to get something that fat in that little bit of time. Especially with the cold spring we had. Just filled up that 5-gallon nursery pot pretty quick. Another tuber. This is early white, by the way. Let's see what it can grow here. That's not a bad size. Did it grow any of the new growing points? Yeah. Some there. Hopefully they didn't get frosted too much. Yeah. They sure drank the water though in those pots. It was hard to keep them with enough water. Next time I grow them, they're going to be right in the ground. Yeah, that's neat. That's what you get up here on the north shore of Lake Huron in a 5-gallon pot. Started in the beginning of May. Of course, we had a nice long warm fall, so I think if I planted them again I'd have to start them indoors around maybe the middle of March. I'm thinking maybe the beginning of March. Yeah, so I got one growing point there, two. Actually what I should do is rinse this off with water, but I can't because the hose is frozen. But yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, oh, 4. 4 of them at least. 4 new growing points plus 1, 2, 3. I don't know, 4 nice sized tubers, I guess. Alright, here's another one. A nice big fat worm here. Anyways, they just grow and hit the sides of the pots, and they just grow right down. Start to get root bound a little bit. But next time, I think when I plant them out, they're going to go straight in the garden. Be a lot less watering, that's for sure. Boy, oh boy, are these things ever brittle. You just touch them and they crack. I got some more right here, so I got that off of that pot. Some nice big ones there. I think a lot more growing points on this one too, so that's good. You can hear them crack, just a little bit of shaking. There's the growing point there, the tuber that you could replant. Another one here, it started to grow. Yeah. Have never tried these before, but I will. Yeah, I think I'll grow them again. This is why I want to plant them in the garden. It's all bone dry in here. They probably spent most of their summer like that. It's just the outsides they got watered. Soil was so dry that it just didn't absorb the water. So planting them out in the garden, we probably get a lot better crop. Just because it'll have the moisture. Alright, pot number 3 of early white. That busted off, and got all these out of that one. So yeah, if it had a little longer time to grow, it'd put out a lot of tubers. It's pretty good. I'm in zone 4 here, so it's pretty. I think it's pretty good for the time I grew it in. This was touching the side of the pot. It's kind of rotted a little bit right there. Could have been, I don't know, too wet and too cold. I think there was another one right here, yeah. So that was the only pot I had the rot in. So, but other than that, that's a good clump. Real good clump there. Alright, on to the next pot. That'll be Cusco. Alright, my Cusco. Sprayed it off with the hose. Tubers are really round and compact. Compact growth compared to the early white right here. So what did I get the most out of? I think I got the most by weight, maybe the Cusco variety right here. And I grew this here, grew it in this stuff. Pine needle compost from red pines. Went to a pine plantation nearby and scraped back the pine needles. Took the stuff that was underneath. And that's what I used to grow them in. It worked out pretty good. Okay, here's my crop for the year. 3 5-gallon pots of early white. There. Got some nice growing points there. And 1 5-gallon pot of Cusco variety. Nice big batch of tubers there. Yeah, so I'll have some fun eating all these things here. How many growing points on this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. 1, 2, 3, probably about 6 on each piece. That one's probably got a little more. This one here, well, I can't really see them. They're so compact I can't even see in through the top there. Anyways, yeah, not a bad harvest for up north. Here is a cutting I took about a month ago. I stuck it in a jar of water, and it's got a tiny little root on it. Where am I here? There we go. You can see that little root. Right there. It's coming out the bottom side of it there. So I can keep this growing throughout the winter in case my growing tubers there rot away on me. I'll have this as alright. There's my leftover tubers that I'm going to grow from. I put them in a pot, a little bit of sand in the bottom, and I'll just cover them up. I'll see how they work out. I'm going to store them in my cold storage for the winter down in the basement. Never tried storing these things before, but I'm going to see how they like it. There, that should do. There, just got the other one to do here. And I left a little bit of the tubers that you eat on there as well. They kind of seem to be attached to these things. So, yeah, I'll see how they fare out.